Their final guesses, drum roll. Oh, that was so close. The final count for these two fields at this farm was Good morning and welcome back to the channel. This morning we are going to be headed up to our other farm, what we call Seuss's. That's just a location where we pasture our cows. We are going to be setting up a corral because this weekend we have 15 feeders going. Yeah, we have no grass in the pastures coming back, and as much as it sucks, the calves, well, our feeders are going to be headed out earlier than normal this year just because of the drought and everything going on. So that's what we're going to be doing this morning, is just setting up a corral. So how we set up a corral you'll be able to see, but we do 3 wagons per side. But since we're doing second crop hay and we need those wagons, we're just going to be setting up the inside base, which is our gate panels. Get off the manure pile. Hey, get off the manure pile. Dog's trying to get some free breakfast. But we're gonna move this wagon out. We are hopefully gonna be baling today as well after setting up the corral. Set this up earlier so they can get comfortable, and then when we start feeding them, they can be comfortable being in there, feeding in there, and just a routine of going in there. So when it's time this weekend to get them in there, to get them out, they're kind of used to it. So we're gonna get stuff moved. It's gonna be a kind of hectic day, so come along with me. You can log, yeah. You're cold? Dad's headed out with the gates. We are gonna grab a second crop bale, throw it on the wagon that we hooked onto. I think we're gonna use the wagon that I hooked onto as one of the wagons for the side of the corral. So all the calves that you see up here in this video are leaving this weekend, no matter how pretty they are. So Dad measures 12 steps from one wagon to the other, and that's 12 feet, so we can put one gate panel. I'm trying to talk him into keeping this heifer. They have pretty much eaten everything that was on the wagon. We'll be able to see more of the corral. It's not really put together yet. We still need the wagons, but they're not high priority since we're going to be haying for the next couple of days. So basically they'll be in the middle there, and then we'll have the wagons as an extra layer of protection so they can't get or push through the gates. We're gonna have to come back up and bring them another bale of silage. We don't have anything to load at my dad's right now, so we're gonna have to go down to my grandfather's and get a bale from there. It was really good timing because Pa's putting feed out for his cows. So after we put the feed out for him, he's gonna run back over and help me load a silage bale for up at Seuss's. These girls are more used to my grandfather than my dad and I. Now we're headed to go put some feed back out up at Seuss's. So we have one person tedding some hay right now. Dad went and mowed some more pieces. And I'm just going to do a quick herd check on these two herds down at the farm. Make sure the water's good for the day so we can just head out and not worry about these girls. Another thing I want to say is now that they finished the helper's barn, hopefully this is going to be started here around the fall time, Dad thinks. But yeah, that's going to be pretty cool to follow along. They did the majority of the work earlier this spring. Main focus was the neighbor's barn, getting that all done because that was top priority. So hopefully this fall, that was a bee, hopefully this fall she will be up and good to go. And maybe some winter use, but not 100% sure. We're playing follow the leader. All right. Now it's time to go to the fields and fill up the tractors. I wanted to give you a rundown on how we do our fuel situation. So this is the main diesel tank here. This is where the company comes and fills up our large tank. And normally when the tractors are passing by, they'll swing in and fuel up. But if they're at long distances like they are today, we're gonna transfer it over into Dad's work truck and head to the fields and fill them up. All right, I'm just waiting for the tedder to get over here. I think he's just finishing tedding this piece. I'm gonna fill him up with diesel fuel and then I'm gonna head over to the rake and fill that up. Make sure all the equipment over here is full and ready for the day. Alright, so I doubt that we're going to need the round baler, but I figured since we're out here and we have a full tank of full diesel, we might as well fill it while we're here. The rake is all fueled up and ready to go. I think everything up here is all good and ready to go. There you go. All right, so we have 3 mulch bales that need to be delivered down the road. Just a quick little delivery, but I figured it was a good time to deliver it since their dad's mowing and then they're tedding right now, so nobody has anything raked or ready to be baled. So we're gonna do this real quick. Now we're gonna take her back to the farm and get back headed to the hay fields. Okay, so the helper's all done with the tedding. I'm glad he unhooked the tedder, but now I get to clean all the windows before I head square baling, and she's dusty. How dusty? Pretty dusty. I only brought 3 rags, and I don't think that was enough. windows washed, it looks so much better in here. We are going to take the John Deere to another hay field and start square baling there. It's so much nicer now. We got plenty. I hate this video. I just hooked onto a wagon. Got the computer turned on while I'm in the midst of doing that. Dad's not sure how the percentage is going to be. I gotta switch to hydraulics. Okay. Low moisture right now. Dad's thinking that we're gonna get 500 bales off this piece. How many do you think? I think, I don't know, she's pretty light. I got 13, 11%. I'm gonna say probably I'm gonna go 650, I think. Let me know what your guess is. I'm curious. We're at 9%. We're just starting in. We're on the outside windrow. Now I'm in A3 on the high side. This back swath has really nothing to it. I didn't reset the counter. Reset the counter. I set him a start time. I don't know if you can really tell, but we're running, we just had an 11, 13, it dipped to 6 and now low, which is great. One second, I'm on a corner, but, so we're running low right now, but we had 11, 13, and where you can see application rate right here, that is where you can tell when the crop saver is being applied. It has a target amount for your moisture that you set it at, and it will show you the actual amount of crop saver that is being applied. So this is what our first field's looking like. And then Dad's working on the second field over here. He just started raking it. So all clean, you can finally see. Alright, so we are starting to dip into some high moisture. This is going to be, we just started in on our third round. We're running 18, 16, which is too high. I've been texting Dad it. I noticed on the far side it was starting to get high. Now we just dipped down to low. Hopefully that doesn't continue. As you can tell by our graph, we just hit some pretty high moisture there. But now we're back at low, and I hope that it stays there. Here comes Daddy, just finished raking the other field. He's gonna clean up some small windrows he made earlier on the way down into the field that we're baling right now. Dad wants us to follow him up. I am in A1 at the moment. We are about to take in a lot. It's a pretty thick road, as you can tell here. Don't want to take too much in at a time. There's a big fire out there or something. This is kind of smoke. That is not good. I can't really identify where that could be, but that is not good. Wow. Whatever that is, pretty good fire. I'm trying to get this all on one wagon, and I have just a little span left. I just kind of have to get her on the wagon instead of over the wagon. Luckily the helper's here with hooked onto an empty, so what I've been dropping, probably a handful or so, he's just been throwing onto the empty. Alright, we got a bale ready to come out. See? Yeah, she made it on the wagon, no problem. I would like to change my option of 650 bales because I just got this first field on one. So 173. Do you mind lifting the pickup unit for me? Thank you. Here's the field that we're in now. When we get into larger windrows, I like to, it's in the middle right now where it's picking up hay, but I like to keep it on the outside when it starts to get larger. That way it has more room for the arms to divide it into more even bales, because if you just pile right into the large stuff, it'll just create larger, longer bales basically, or just not the same size bale every time. If that was a little more confusing than I wanted it to be, but we just went around once. I'm gonna stack the front row here that we normally do. That way I don't have to get off again. This also gives me a chance to check the weight and the tightness of the string. For those of you used to it, you know what's up. Something, I saw this just laying there like that. I was like, oh my God, is this some egg? What is that? It's just a plastic ball. I don't know. This time I jumped off the front of the wagon, I sprained my ankle. So we're gonna peek out the side here. Now we're gonna see see how much of this field we can get on this wagon. All right, we got half the field on this big red wagon. Can you do a loop so I'm straight to go on? Thank you. Please don't roll. What's your guess? I'll give you like 3 seconds. I think we had like 170 something. 173 on the last one, and now we have 370 even. Hopefully this is the last wagon. We got, I don't know, a lot left. All right, we just finished this field. And your final guesses, drum roll. Oh, that was so close. The final count for these 2 fields at this point, 92 bales. I was so far off, it wasn't even funny. Went a little farther than I thought it was gonna.
I can't believe that hasn't been a cluster. Look at that, it's wrapped it around it. All right, I don't know how to fix it. It's almost there. Hopefully everything keeps coming through all right.
Okay, we are coming out. The end of this driveway is right at a blind spot, so like you can't. The hugger is kind of a pain because the hugger is going to be out there so many feet until you're. Come on. Yep, let's go. You don't gotta slow down. Let's see how long it is. 3:25 on the nose right now. We're just starting the last field. I don't know how many's here. I'm gonna say, I don't know, I'm gonna go with 6. I'm gonna go with 6 for sure. It's 4:35. Dad just dropped me off some Twix. This is my breakfast lunch. Probably not dinner. I plan on making biscuits and gravy, like the sausage and gravy with biscuits. If I get out in time. I thought the meat out for it, so. We have this left and this small little hook here, and then we'll swap back over to the big field, and it's just, it won't take too long, maybe 2 more wagons. The last time I checked in, I thought that I could get it all on 2 wagons. Well, I got the majority of it on this wagon. I just have like 2 more windrows left, which probably won't even equal out to a half wagon. All right. Are you running? What? Take it down. Careful. Careful, that's the leather seat. Alright. So here when I do the last load. Top it on. Top it on. Okay. If you decide to sit on the seat, pull the seat. Now we just gotta bail this last wagon and we are homebound. Dad called me like 20 minutes ago and told me he'd be here in 5 minutes. So we're gonna go check on him since the next hayfield's right down the road. The reason why we finished the second crop bale, shoot. I gotta get a total of that. This little corner over here is just first crop. It's what they couldn't get to in the spring. And they're gonna use it for the ditching as mulch hay. So they are gonna, I gotta get a total. So Dad was supposed to be here to rake it, but he hasn't. The grand total for second crop bales today is 1,604. 1,064. So let's go check on Dad, make sure he's all right, and see if the plan's still in action. This is the first crop that Dad wanted to use for ditching. Coming. My GoPro's dead, so we're on the phone still, but Dad's gonna be round baling just a low field. There's probably 1.5, maybe 2 round bales down there, 4x5s. It's just such a small field, the square baler can't get into it. This is tomorrow's hayfield. One of a couple. I don't know if the next place will be ready or not tomorrow, but this is all second crop. Everything you see here will be second crop. That would have been spread, but the fact that we have been in a drought is deterring that quite a lot. Downhill. Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Were you gonna jump? No way, Jose. I don't know if this is any better, but it's pointed uphill. Oh yeah. So the reason why we are dropping this at the hayfield is because, as you can tell, it's a half wagon, and honestly, we can fit a good chunk of this field on that wagon and not have to bring up another wagon from the house or the past hayfield that we were in. So we're gonna leave this here, go back. I don't know what you can see. We're gonna drop this here, go back, get Dad, drop him at the first hayfield. I'm not quite sure what's up there, but we gotta drop him off. All right. It is the next day. We got a total of 6 wagons yesterday when we were baling. Today we are gonna start in on the other field that I showed you last night, or last clip. But we have to haul some hay wagons to some hay customers. We got to get all the hay wagons out of the dirt pile because the people are here to start doing some groundwork and some more projects here, what we call our fall projects. But you can catch that all in the next video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and catch us in the next one.